Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Friday, March 7, 2025. In the headlines, Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall presents a $1,912,872,014 budget. Grenada to celebrate the ultimate soca champion Black Adan with a grand motorcade and victory concert on Sunday. Woman charged with attempted murder and arson following house fire in Dabo. Also in the news regionally, Caribbean Safety Agency to help strengthen regional law enforcement. Internationally, Ukraine and U.S. to resume peace talks in Saudi Arabia. Plus in the sports news, youth and sports allocated just under $70 million of the budgetary pie in 2025. Good evening, I'm Kenroy. Baptiste in the Grenadian capital. We'll bring you the details right after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. Introducing a public transportation subsidy for bus operators and new legislation are among the announcements made today by Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall when he presented the 2025 budget in Parliament. More in this report.
Totaling $1,912,872,014, Cornwall told the Parliament that the budget is fully financed and the primary deficit, including grants of $208.6 million EC dollars, will be funded through borrowing. This is Grenada's biggest estimates of revenue and expenditure, and the breakdown shows recurrent expenditure, including principal repayment, is budgeted at $1,105,000.9 million, which is a 20.6% increase over the 2024 estimate. The finance minister gave the assurance that the estimates are fully funded despite the deficit.
Of $1,912,872,014. Recurrent revenue, $1,192.5 million. Total grants, $72.5 million. Recurrent expenditure, $1,105.9 million. Capital expenditure, $496.5 million. Current account surplus, $86.5 million. Principal repayment, that's amortization, EC $310.5 million, sorry. Primary deficit after grants, $208.6 million. Overall deficit after grant, $337.4 million.
The key priorities for the 2025 budget are reconstruction and recovery in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl, education and skills development, youth empowerment, health and wellness, physical and digital infrastructure, agriculture, food security and the marine industry, culture and the creative industry, energy transition and environmental sustainability, economic growth, job creation and social protection and citizenship citizen safety and security.
Speaker, I am pleased to report that the 2025 budget is fully financed. Of note, the overall deficit of $337.4 million will be largely financed from drawdowns from some $287.3 million of government deposits held in the consolidated fund. Details on the financing of the 2020 budget can be found on page 9.
Presented under the theme Towards Vision 75, Grenada Resilient and Rising, the 2025 budget is set against a complex microeconomic backdrop shaped by domestic and external factors. Cornwall said that robust economic performance in 2024, despite the devastating impact of a major hurricane, underscores Grenada's growing resilience. Real GDP is forecasted to grow by 4.1% in 2025, driven by continued tourism demand and post-burial reconstruction activities. Acknowledging that bus operators have approached government to increase transportation costs, Cornwall said that instead of increasing the cost of commuting with public transportation, government agreed to provide the bus operators with a EC $12 million subsidy as a cost of living saving measures.
Recognizing the impact of an increase in bus fare on the population, government is introducing a public transportation subsidy to support bus operators and maintain affordability for commuters. Through this initiative, the government, through the Grenada Transport Commission, will provide direct subsidy to registered bus operators to help offset the increasing cost of fuel and maintenance. This measure is designed to subsidize operational expenses and in turn maintain the current regulated bus fares, preventing undue financial burden on the traveling public. The annual cost of the subsidy is estimated at $12 million.
In total, the government's relief package represents an investment of over $47 million, a 76% increase over 2024 in direct support for Grenadian households. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Speaker of the House of Representatives, Leo Cato, welcomed newly sworn-in leader of His Majesty's Opposition, Emlyn Pear, to the House this morning. Mrs. Pear recently took the oath of office at the residence of Governor-General Dame Cecile Lagrenade.
We now have a new leader of His Majesty's Opposition. As for the correspondence received, the Honourable MP for St. Andrew Southeast is now the new leader of His Majesty's Opposition in this Honourable House. I wish to extend my very best wishes to you, Honourable MP, and now leader of His Majesty's Opposition.
Mixed reactions on Friday to the 2025 budget presented by Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall. Delivered under the theme Towards Vision 75, Grenada Resilient and Rising, the budget of $1,912,872,014 sparked varied opinions from the audience. GBN sought responses from attendees and government's proposed plans.
If I presented here today was an excellent one, especially for young people, as we see there are a lot of investment to be made in youth development and youth empowerment. And as the National Youth Parliamentary Representative for St. Andrews Southwest, I'm particularly excited about the investment being made to give youths a platform to amplify their voice and give them a chance to engage in the actual process in decision making. Again, with youth, the investment in helping young persons to start their small business. In fact, I'm currently trying to help a young person within my constituency to start up a business, so I'm really excited about that, and I see hope, and I see that the government have that as one of their priorities.
There are a number of statements that were made that were incorrect and could not be substantiated, I am sure, and a number of claims that were made that also cannot be substantiated.
In terms of the budget itself, I cannot say I was inspired by the budget. We, as Grenadian citizens, workers in the country, would like to see less political peacock and strip apart the budget in terms of its figures and its impact on the country. And I say that from both sides. This is what I look forward to, because it is difficult really to glean anything definitive from just this initial presentation by the Honorable Dennis Cornwall. So I look forward to Monday and the preceding days in terms of what is done.
What I think that I didn't hear, and maybe I was sleeping, I don't know, but what it may not sound like a budget item, but is a budget, is a policy. How do we intend to treat with all of these issues? We know the utterances from the North America, its impact on trade. What are our efforts in those areas to become more resilient for our own food security strategies, policy, legislations? There could have been some statements forging better alliances in some areas. So that call to say let's be more local, let's become resilient, I didn't hear that. The issue of the hospital, this is significant. You know, it's going to take a while. Healthcare is very important. So this, we need to ensure that is right on track.
We have a better platform to work with for 2025 into 2026. As I hear the Minister expresses, this budget would extend right into 2030. So I think it is well presented, and there is enough space, much more space, more money on the ground, better projects, the whole infrastructure will be uplifted. So it's a all plus for the government of Grenada.
They talked about the money that goes towards for the kids having free meals at school. I feel like it is very much fair, and
I mentioned the budget towards the youth parliament. That stood out to me because I was a part of the youth. So I think the budgets that they set aside for all of the departments was very fair. So
I'm satisfied with the budget for 2025. You have seen that even though we had a hurricane last year, Beryl, that we financed all the activities by ourselves. Right? From my ministry perspective, we will be trying our best to even boost implementation even further. We got a dent last year with Hurricane Beryl, but we still continue to press.
Other news, the Investment Migration Agency Grenada is cracking down on illegal practices within the Citizenship by Investment program. The agency has uncovered unlawful discounting and unauthorized loan arrangements by a marketing agent affiliated to a developer. Nisha Paul reports.
According to the Investment Migration Agency IMA, a developer with a registered office in Grenada provided loans valued at US $100,000 to applicants, an act deemed illegal and in violation of the CBI program's regulatory framework. Authorities have condemned the practice, stressing that it undermines the integrity of Grenada's investment migration industry. Investigations have revealed that several sub-agents were also involved in these activities, prompting stricter enforcement measures. Due diligence firms have been directed to closely examine all applications linked to the implicated agents, says Executive Officer of IMA, Thomas Anthony.
Fortunately, price discounting is an ongoing issue in the region. We first saw it in St. Kitts, and then we heard about it in St. Lucia. And now, through investigation and stakeholder reporting, we have information that evidences operators in our space, in the Grenada CBI program, promoting prices or investment amounts that is below the legally mandated amounts. And so, having come across this information, the CBI committee and
the IMA reminds stakeholders of the legal minimum investment requirements for CBI applicants, which are as follows: US $270,000 to the developer and US $50,000 to the government for approved real estate projects, US $350,000 for non-tourism sector development, and US $235,000 for contribution to the National Transformation Fund. Based on the violations, 6 applicants were denied in late 2024, while 2 have already been rejected in 2025. A third rejection is expected this week. Additionally, the agency has begun revoking the citizenship of at least one approved applicant found to have benefited from discounted pricing. The executive officer outlined ways in which investors can verify the authenticity of the information given by agents of the IMA to avoid these violations.
Suggest that potential applicants consult with more than one marketing agent. First, go to our website, imagrenada.gd, and there's a list of marketing agents and local agents. Make sure that you're interacting with one of those listed on the website. The second thing is to consult our website. The laws are there, but more specifically, the various investment price points are listed on the website.
Anthony further explained that the CBI committee has ordered the immediate termination of relationship with the offending sub-agents. The IMA wants that those engaging in unauthorized discounting, loan financing, or misrepresenting investment values below legal threshold will face strict penalties.
In terms of the sub-agents, we've asked the marketing agent to have them removed from their list of agents from whom they receive applications. In terms of the developer and the marketing agent, we have given them until March 14 to cure that problem, to do a number of things, including publishing public notice indicating that they do not support price discounting, and that any
authorities say investigations are ongoing with enhanced monitoring efforts utilizing advanced technology and human intelligence. The IMA remains committed to preserving the credibility of Grenada's citizenship by investment program and promises further updates as action are taken. The agency urges all stakeholders to comply with legal requirements to ensure the program's long-term sustainability. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Other news, police have charged a 35-year-old woman with attempted non-capital murder and arson following a fire that destroyed a home in Dabo, St. George during the early morning hours of Thursday, March 6, 2025. According to a statement from the Community Relations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, Kadisha Thomas, an unemployed resident of Laborie, St. George, was formally charged after an investigation into the incident. Information circulating on social media suggests that the fire victim, identified as Ronnie James, was inside the house when the blaze erupted, but he managed to escape safely. The 2-story structure, with a shop on the ground floor, was completely destroyed, resulting in the loss of thousands of dollars in equipment, electronics, and other valuables. Thomas made her first appearance at the St. George's No. 2 Magistrates Court on Friday, March 7. She was remanded to His Majesty's prisons and is scheduled to reappear in court on Tuesday, March 25. It is unclear whether she was represented by legal counsel during her initial appearance. If convicted, Thomas could face a maximum penalty of 30 years imprisonment for arson, while attempted murder carries a lesser maximum penalty of 20 years imprisonment. Authorities have not disclosed further details about the circumstances leading up to the fire or a possible motive. The investigation is ongoing. Coming up in Network News, U.S. medical mission brings free health care to Grenada. We'll talk about that back in a moment.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it. Accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Hun, it's asking for your password.
BRANDI, the number 4, EVER?
Who's Brandy?
We're like the password that isn't your ex-girlfriend's name. CG United. Good like that.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Grenada, it's time to feel the adrenaline and crown national champions. The Ariza National Championship 2025 is expected to be bigger, faster, and more thrilling than ever. Mark your calendars for March 15th and 16th at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. The nation's best athletes will battle for glory in electrifying races, soaring jumps, and powerful throws. Admission, finish line $30, main stand $20, bleachers $10. Speed, strength, and heart-stopping finishes. It's all happening from 11 a.m. daily. Be there to witness future Grenadian stars. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical, Melville Street, St. George, and Spiceland Mall Grand Anse, and GoToFed.com.
Right Choice Promotions in association with Investment Migration Agency of Grenada, together with Ariza Credit Union, presents the inaugural Virgin Parish Relay Meet. This is the real mini Olympics, Saturday, March 8th. Lassa Just Playing Field in St. David. Relay action featuring the top clubs and schools from across Grenada, competing for cash prizes and more. Come see the nation's best athletes as they prepare for Intercall and Carifta Games 2025. First call to action is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, featuring live entertainment and excitement in the tug-of-war competition. Admission $10 adults, $5 children. Come to Virgin Parish, St. David on Saturday, March 8th for the Virgin Parish Relay Meet. Come share in the excitement and speed and see you there.
ACB, speed, start, manage, expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna have it all. ACB, speed, start, manage, expand. Taking on all my competition. Got the whole bank's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation.
Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more.
ACB, speed.
Start, manage, expand your business today.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this?
I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart, be prepared, invest in a proper water storage tank today.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
A team of medical professionals from the United States has arrived in Grenada to provide free healthcare services to local communities. Led by Dr. Laura Wright-Sexton, a pediatric critical care physician at Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children in Orlando, Florida, the mission aims to deliver essential medical care, including pharmacy services and eyeglasses to those in need. The rest of the details in this Nisha Paul report.
This year, the medical team will operate in 2 locations simultaneously, St. George's Baptist Church and Granborough Medical Center, offering services from Monday through Thursday. According to Dr. Laura Wright-Sexton, 55 volunteers are currently on island, including those involved in evangelism efforts. Their goal is to serve as many people as possible.
So we come to Grenada every year in March. We bring a team of about 60 individuals from all over the United States, Canada, and sometimes Brazil. And we provide free medical care, pharmacy, eyeglasses, just filling any need that the people of Grenada may require for the week that we're here. We start on Monday at 9 a.m. and we have clinic every day until Thursday.
The mission began in 2017, sparked by the passion of Dr. Sexton's husband, Dr. Tyler Sexton, who fell in love with Grenada while working at St. Augustine's Medical Services. Since then, the team has returned each year, except for interruptions during the COVID-19 pandemic.
I think I'm a pediatrician, and so I feel like I have seen children year after year, and they're now 7, 8, 9 years old when they were babies the first time I've met them. We have individuals that come and see us every year so that we can just continue to encourage them and help them. We're seeing better hypertension, diabetes management, people having access to their medicines. We bring everything for free from the U.S. and so people don't have to worry about if they can afford to see a doctor or if they can afford their hypertension medicine. We just give it to them. And so those are kind of the big things we've seen and we've been tracking and watching over the years to continue to make an impact.
In addition to patient care, Dr. Sexton says this year's mission includes a tropical medical conference at the local government hospital. On Friday, half of the team provided training to local nurses on trauma, sepsis, wound care, and other critical topics to improve long-term healthcare outcomes in Grenada. Pastor Stanford Simon, a key partner in the initiative, emphasized the mission's impact.
Many medical missions come and it's once and they're gone, really, but they have been coming for the past 5 years, and we have done St. George's, we have done St. Mark, we have done St. John, we have done St. Patrick's, we have done Carriacou, we're now doing St. Andrews, and next year we'll do St. David. The Ministry of Health with the Minister Telesfor, they have been very helpful, and the government have been very helpful. We have a 40-foot container that came in. We just come out and drop some stuff at the hospital storeroom, and again we see the need, some things that they really needed, so they brought it and they said yes, that we need that.
Beyond medical aid, the mission also seeks to provide spiritual support. Last year, the mission saw over 1,000 patients in just 4.5 days. With this being the 6th year of the initiative, the team estimates they have served roughly 7,000 people to date. They remain committed to ensuring the people of Grenada receive continued support, working both on the ground and through education to improve the nation's healthcare system. Reporting for GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Thank you for your service. Refill Your Cup Women's Conference is an activity that was spearheaded by Grenchap to coincide with International Women's Day 2025, which will be celebrated on Saturday, March 8. Christina John tells us more.
The conference involved women from different professional backgrounds in a retreat that reminded them that self-care is of vital importance. Curlin Charles, Executive Director of Grenchap and a licensed clinical sexologist, spoke to GBN about today's event.
This is our 2nd year celebrating what we call refilling our cup. So for the persons who are in the service industry, in terms of civil society organization, and also we invited the Ministry of Social Development Gender-Based Violence Unit to come together to refill our cup, because as I said, we're in the service industry, we give off a lot. Every year we give off and we give and we give and we give. We give to the community, we give to our families, we give to the workplace, and sometimes we don't pour into ourselves. And so this event right now is for them to put on their phone, put everything aside, the work, the community, the family, and everything, and focus on themselves.
Charles explained that self-care is more important than going to the spa or getting a massage. It should be something that is practiced every day, she said, such as taking a few minutes to tap into yourself. A number of topics were covered: financial empowerment, why self-care is important, health and longevity, the community, and how women should support other women. GBN spoke to facilitators Magdalene Kuhlman, CUSO International's Monitoring and Evaluating Advisor, and Dr. Nikosha Fletcher.
Today's session was really just paying attention to the brain and how, by understanding how the brain works, we can tap into what we call neuroplasticity, which is the power of our brains. Our brain is not fixed. It can be rewired. And what we want to encourage women to do is to think of the daily habits and how they can rewire their brains to take care of their bodies and to have better health overall.
Absolutely clear that we do not take good enough care of ourselves. As women, it is easy for us, especially as mothers, to lose ourselves in caring for our children. And even without children, we are dedicated to husbands and partners and jobs, and we lose ourselves quite often. But without self-care, without prioritizing your health, if you were to develop chronic diseases, decrease your longevity, you won't be around to take care of your children, your partners. So it is important, it is imperative that you stay on top of your health.
Nadina Williams, Program Manager for Social Development in the Ministry of Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs, represented for the Sister Isles.
Today's conference has been truly refreshing, and it has been doing exactly what it's saying, refilling our cups as women. I think it's a really good initiative to commemorate the International Women's Day, and for that we are grateful. The takeaway for me is that we definitely need to invest in ourselves and what we do as women, so that the women that follow behind us has a legacy and we're able to set patterns of self-care and financial stability.
Happy Women's Day! Christina John, GBN News.
All right, before the break, Grenadians are urged to turn out in their numbers to welcome home Kenroy Black Adan Ogis. the newly crowned ultimate soca champion in Trinidad and Tobago. Activities planned to celebrate his homecoming include a motorcade and victory concert. The motorcade is set for Sunday, March 9, starting at the Grenada Trade Center at 12 noon and proceeding along the western side. The motorcade will end at Cuthbert Peters Park in Guab St. John, the same venue for the victory concert, which is carded for 7 p.m. Spice Mass Corporation is encouraging the public to come out and celebrate this milestone and show support and appreciation for Black Adan. The artiste, singing his mega hit Blessings, secured victory at the prestigious Ultimate Soca Champion competition. His outstanding performance showcasing Grenadian talent on the international stage and bringing national pride to his homeland. Spice Mass Corporation, in collaboration with the Government of Grenada and the National Lotteries Authority, prepares to welcome home Black Adan. Authorities also congratulate artistes Shondell Dash-Shamede and Shaquan Olive for making it to the final and semi-final, respectively. Black Adan. Next in network news, residents of Bellevue South voice concerns over new development in Carriacou.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
In a world driven by digital innovation, our future is defined by connectivity and communication, shaping how we learn, work, and interact. But what safeguards our digital rights? The Electronic Communications or EC Bill will. The EC Bill ensures rights such as improved quality of service, data privacy and security, support for universal service and access, and complaint resolution are protected with a tribunal to resolve disputes. This is consumer protection. The EC Bill also ensures a competitive environment for electronic communications companies to enter the market. There are many other benefits of the EC Bill. ECTEL is paving the way for a fair, secure, and inclusive digital society for our contracting states.
ECTEL and the NTRCs, digitally transforming our space together.
Grenada is indeed beautiful and worth exploring. We firmly believe that you should be allowed to do so. Why not explore Grenada with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours? Whether you decide to explore Grenada with your family, spouse, or large group of friends, we are ready to welcome you. Our tours are guaranteed to leave you with wonderful memories of Grenada if you are visiting, and excitement if you live here. Book a tour with us now by visiting our website www.jamessvcs.com. Call 1473-442-3769 or email info@jamessvcs.com. James Services Corp Off-Road Tours.
I am Dennis James Williams, owner and director of James Services Corp. Looking forward to welcoming you to the beautiful island of Grenada to explore with James Services Corp Off-Road Tours. See you soon.
Explore our beautiful island of Grenada from an angle that is unique and off-road, but equally fun. We are 100% family-friendly tours.
Shop with confidence at Courts. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10 that them make hard of them man. Me have 38 man. But you man 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Ah yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Grenada's opposition leader and leader of the New National Party, Emmeline Pear, will be a featured speaker at the women's arm of the main opposition New Democratic Party's Electoral Conference on Saturday, March 8. There she is, in observance of International Women's Day in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The party said the event is dedicated to empowering women in politics and leadership while promoting the NDP's plan on the women's agenda. The Electoral Conference will bring together women leaders, policymakers, and political aspirants for a day of discussions, workshops, and keynote addresses. We can tell you too, the party's 2 female candidates in the next general elections, Laverne Gibson Velox and Senator Siobhan John, will address the conference. The featured presentations will come from Grenada's leader of the opposition, Emmeline Pear, and Rhoda Moy Crawford, a government MP in Jamaica. A new development on the Sistile of Carriacou is sparking concerns among some residents there. Public Relations Officer in the Ministry of Carriacou and Peter Martinique Affairs, Diana Isaac, responds to the concerns.
Some residents of Bellevue South in Carriacou are alarmed and seeking answers to a development taking place mere yards away from their place of residence. Speaking to our news desk via telephone, Jeffrey Isaac said the activities started on Sunday when, without any prior consultation with residents, they were greeted by the sound of heavy machines clearing lands in close proximity to their homes.
The thing is that we have no idea of why that is happening, what it's for. I've heard word that it is something to do with a government project, the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Affairs, but we've had no such communication, no consultation, nothing of the sort with the ministry or its representatives or government agency.
Isaac believes even if it's a government or private project, the community should have a say.
The immediate impact is that there are people living right next door, so now they're exposed in one way that people enjoy privacy of some sort and their comforts. But now you come out your porch and there's this big space and you're being told, oh, something is going to be erected there. But really the greater concern is not just that. It is that if something is happening and we are residents in the area, we are the community, that the community at least should be informed, if not involved, because ideally they should be involved as stakeholders, as potential beneficiaries. So it is the manner in which the thing is being executed. That is really not the way to do things, and one has to expect better. And if better is not being had, one has to express concern about it.
GBN contacted the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs and local government for a response to the concerns of the citizens. Public Relations Officer Deanna Isaac apologized to residents. She explained that the project is being done in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and is part of building resilience as the island recovers from the recent impact of Hurricane Beryl.
The Ministry of Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs and local government, we understand and we note the concerns of the residents of the community of Bellevue South in relation to the clearing of lands for the establishment of a containerized clinic in the area. However, as we note the concerns, we do apologize for not consulting with them beforehand, and they will be informed shortly as to the next step for the project. It is a project that will benefit the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique positively, and we would like to work hand in hand with the community or any other community on Carriacou and Petit Martinique as we go forward in the establishment of this containerized clinic.
Christina John, GBN News.
Stay with us. You're watching Network News. We'll be back.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Sporting fans, good evening. An allocation of $68.9 million has been made in the 2025 budget to fund various policies, projects and programs in the area of youth and sports development in Grenada. The above allocation comes as part of $1,912,872,014 of the country's 2025 budget. The budget was presented by Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall in Parliament this morning. He noted that the 2025 budget is completely funded. It was presented under the theme Towards Vision 75, Grenada Resilient and Rising. According to the Finance Minister, in 2025 the government will focus on expanding sports tourism and infrastructure development, including the lighting of the National Cricket Stadium, constructing an Olympic-sized swimming pool, and upgrading the Lasajas playing facility, while incentivizing and empowering athletes. The budget debate will resume on Monday. Grenada Boxing Association, Inc. has been given the all-clear to govern the sport locally. This after the Executive Board of the International Olympic Committee provisionally recognized World Boxing as the international federation within the Olympic movement, governing the sport of boxing at the world level. The decision has been met with open arms by many associations across the world. Closer to home, Second Vice President of Grenada Boxing Association, Inc., Arthur Pear, cites the decision as long overdue.
Boxing have been struggling over the years. There has been a lot of controversy. There have been a lot of issues, both locally, regionally, and internationally. All right. IBA is actually out, and we now have World Boxing. So there's a shifting of the guard, so to speak. And with that, you know, when these big international agencies have issues, that trickles down to our Caribbean countries. Okay. All right. Fortunately for us, going outside of all the issues that we would have experienced, fortunately for us, we were able to get into the door of World Boxing, and we were granted membership in World Boxing. So World Boxing is the entity that controls boxing across the world now, speaking Grenada. Okay, and the Grenada Boxing Association, Inc., BAG, Inc.
According to Pear, the sport is now poised to take off.
I am surprised. Right? I am really, really heartened. I'm surprised by the amount of young people that seem now to be gravitating towards boxing. For the activity this evening, we have a number of gyms that are on board. I would highlight them and call them out in a while. But it is an encouraging phenomenon that is happening among our young people. All right, we have a boxing gym in Tamsisi, for example. That's right, and it's not by our doing. We did not initiate this. They initiated it for themselves. Okay, so you know that is the drive, that is the energy, that is the vibe that we are getting from our young people out there. Boxing for me is a discipline. All right.
Meanwhile, plans are in place for a number of the island's talents to be on show on Saturday evening.
It is going to be great. We have Places tournament in the Hattertown. That's the police drill yard. Okay, and that's supposed to start at, I think, 6 p.m. Okay, we just having a small fee for entrance, $10, right? And come and see what Grenada has produced in boxing. We have, let me just outline the gyms that will be participating. We have Body Image, and the coaches are Shane Joseph and Imrod Bartholomew. We have Kayak Warriors, Coach Sebastian Steele. We have Lionheart, Coach Jewel Lewis. Pure Boxing Gym, Coach Stephen Benjamin. Tamsisi All Stars Boxing Club.
The fifth edition of the LQ Sports Junior Table Tennis Tournament served off at the National Youth and Cultural Centre in Montrouge, St. George on March 7. The event will conclude on March 9. Junior table tennis players from St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica and host Grenada will do battle over the weekend in singles, doubles and mixed team events, newly introduced for the first time since the existence of the tournament. The competition includes boys and girls under 13, under 15 and under 19 singles, open boys and girls doubles, and the mixed team, who comprises a minimum of 3 players and a maximum of 5 players. The founder and sponsor of LQ Sports, Wilbur Thomas, is very excited about this year's competition, as some of the region's top junior table tennis players are on show. We can tell you too, the tournament director is Jason Stanislaus, senior table tennis coach in the Ministry of Youth and Sports. 3 games are on the cards tonight as basketball fans continue to enjoy the thrill and excitement of action in the SPL Andy Williams Super League. Tornadoes JP will come up against Southern Elites, while Spartans will go head-to-head against Spotlight 2. Game 3 will feature Spotlight clashing with Sparklers. The action will continue on Saturday. Tornadoes JP will come up against Titans from 6:30 p.m. Late in the evening from 7:45, SGU All-Stars will battle Spotlight 2, while Southside Legends will battle Spotlight. That's the sports news for now. Caribbean nationals living abroad have joined forces to help strengthen law enforcement in the region, starting in Barbados. Co-director of the Caribbean Safety Agency, Anthony Leacock, said they have answered Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley's call to return and give back to the island. They have been providing training through the regional security system in areas such as crime scene management, human trafficking, witness protection, and violence against women and girls. Leacock, a former member of the Royal Barbados Police Force and Scotland Yard, said they do not want to see Caribbean law enforcement fail. He said it is only a matter of time before the partners, David Watson and Trevor Randall, begin intensive training while continuing to support Caribbean policing. Leacock also noted the ongoing struggle to recruit officers across the region.
Our aim is to work with the Caribbean police and not against them. Our aim is to work with them to help bring the level of policing to a standard where we know Caribbean policing can reach. Because, don't get me wrong, the police officers in the Caribbean are already at a level where I think they can match any officer in an international realm. With the level of crime that's going on in the Caribbean right now, an injection, a new outlook on how to do crime, because we're not coming to tell people what to do. We're coming to give you a different option of how to investigate crime, and then it's up to you whether you choose to whether you like our option or if you prefer the previous one. But from my standpoint, there is a huge gap between the two, having been on both sides of the coin. So there is a great need for training.
Further afield, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the U.S. and Ukraine will hold peace talks in Saudi Arabia next week, but he will not take part in the conversation. Zelensky said Kiev was working to reach a fast and lasting peace. U.S. President Donald Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, said the American team wanted to discuss a framework for peace to try to end the Russia-Ukraine war.
This is the first high-level meeting that we know of between the two countries since that very public shouting match that took place in the Oval Office between President Trump and President Zelensky. Now, President Trump's senior aide and envoy, Steve Witkoff, has confirmed that this meeting will take place in Saudi Arabia next week, and President Zelensky has separately confirmed it and has said that he will be meeting with the Crown Prince as well on Monday. Now, Mr. Witkoff says that this meeting is primarily to work on a framework for peace, and he said that President Zelensky had acknowledged how much the U.S. had done for Ukraine and had also apologized. And so this is a really significant moment, but also it should be taken day by day, because it was just last week that President Trump had said he wanted a deal with Ukraine. And then since then, we've seen the U.S. withdraw military support from Ukraine and also stop intelligence sharing with Ukraine. And many have said that those moves are really a way for the U.S. to bring Ukraine to the negotiating table and possibly get it to make some concessions when brokering that peace deal. Now, President Zelensky has made it clear that his Ukrainian delegation will be in Saudi Arabia to work on peace, and he said that Ukrainians truly do want peace, but not at the cost of giving up Ukraine. Now, remember, it was just last month that it was Russian officials who were meeting with American officials in Saudi Arabia, and it was Ukraine that was feeling sidelined. Now, it's Ukraine that's meeting with American officials in Saudi Arabia, and this may be that lifeline that Ukraine is really looking for in order to find that way to peace and end this war.
A reminder of the headlines after this. Reminder of the headlines if you're just tuning into the news. Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall presents a $1,912,872,014 budget. Grenada to celebrate the ultimate soca champion Black Adan with a grand motorcade and victory concert on Sunday, March 9. Woman charged with attempted murder and arson following house fire in Dabo, St. George. Also in the news, regionally, Caribbean Safety Agency to help strengthen regional law enforcement. Internationally, Ukraine and the U.S. to resume peace talks in Saudi Arabia. Plus, in the sports news, youth and sports allocated just under $70 million of the budgetary pie in 2025. All right, that's all from us in the GBN newsroom. Please have a very safe weekend. Enjoy it as well. I'll be back on the air on Monday, all things being equal. Good night.